Fox 10 News has crews just about everywhere downtown Mobile and other areas. As a matter of fact, our Morella Porter is standing by live right now in downtown Mobile. Morella, you are there in Mardi Gras Park. Tell us what you're seeing and hearing. This march in support of George Floyd is supposed to go off at 3 o'clock, and we are anticipating, there you can see the crowd gathered there in the upper right-hand portion of your screen. Just a couple of minutes ago, we could hear them chanting, "No justice, no peace," just surged around the mounted police down Jackson, up St. Louis Street, down St. Michael, and then on to Water Street, and suddenly they started heading for the I-10 westbound on-ramp off Water Street there. And this is the scene that we have now. They have stopped there. Some have been lying down. Some have been sitting down. They are telling us, Fox 10 News, that they want to be heard. So far, this has been a peaceful protest. Let's recap just very quickly. About an hour ago, this was the scene. I-10 westbound entrance ramp, police firing tear gas because, as Director Barber said, they were afraid that their position on the ramp was going to be overrun by some demonstrators. So they did fire tear gas canisters to disperse the crowd, and it worked.
I'm not sure if we could ask him that question right now.
Well, let's keep after him, because right now things don't seem to be as much in control as they were, so we need to know what plans MPD has. Police firing tear gas into the crowd after warning them repeatedly to get off the ramp. We've got live team coverage on the story tonight for you. First up, let's go to our Tyler Fingert on Airport Boulevard. Police using tear gas there on a crowd that had moved from downtown Mobile to West Mobile to protest. Tyler, what can you tell us? All right, Tori, thank you. Two brothers accused of killing a teenager during a drug deal tell the court they're not guilty. Dantes and Warren Burrell being held without bond right now, charged with murder. Deputies say they shot and killed 19-year-old Langston Nicholson Saturday in Sims. The Burrells were already out on bond for robbery and burglary charges at the time of this incident. Both will be back in court for their preliminary hearings next month. Police want to know not only who, but why someone would want to vandalize a church. Well, we were fortunate not to have much damage around here from the overnight storms, but now, after temps in the 70s, we're back to pulling the coats and jackets out of the closet. Right, Jason?
That's right. A lot of people were caught off guard.
The joint resolution, as amended, is passed.
Senators approving a bipartisan resolution today to limit the president's war powers when it comes to more possible U.S. attacks on Iran, unless Congress approves. It speaks to the heart of the issue of whether a president can defend against an imminent threat and Congress' constitutional right to declare war. Now, the measure goes on to the House, where it is expected to pass, but the president is also expected to veto that resolution. Louisiana trying to bring its second largest swamp back to life, and it will use millions from BP oil spill money to do that. The state wants to reconnect the swamp back to the Mississippi to pump much needed freshwater, rich sediment, and nutrients back into the wetlands. Alabama also set to get more of that oil spill money. It will be used to add up to 12,000 acres to a wildlife management area. The exact amount of dollars hasn't been released yet. This April marking 10 years since the Deepwater Horizon disaster.
Committed to you.
And new from us at the half-hour special edition of Fox 10 News Fugitive Files. Mobile police say they're looking to get an armed and dangerous guy off the streets, and they need your help. He's already shot up a car in anger in broad daylight, according to investigators, and they're concerned what or who just might be his next target. And he apparently has some pretty heavy firepower. Appearing to be locked and loaded, 24-year-old Antonio De La Rosa isn't shy when it comes to showing off his arsenal. In this picture, provided to us by MPD, De La Rosa is posing with several guns, including an AK-47. Police say he may have used one of those weapons a few days ago when they say he opened fire on someone. Mobile police say it happened right over there. Broad daylight, Sunday afternoon, the entrance ramp to I-10 westbound. They say that De La Rosa approached the victim's car and pumped it full of bullets. So many, in fact, it disabled the car. Miraculously, the victim wasn't hit. De La Rosa has a rap sheet, which includes drug charges, assault, as well as domestic violence. Police want him off the streets tonight.
The photos that I sent to the news, you can see where he is armed with several weapons. Well, he's posing with several weapons. And in this incident where he used a weapon, so we would consider him to be armed and dangerous.
Yeah, I'd say. All right, here's De La Rosa's latest mugshot from a couple of weeks ago. Investigators believe he's in the area and may be driving a black four-door Ram truck with black rims. Operators are standing by right now on the Crime Stoppers Fox 10 News Fugitive Files hotline. Just call 251-208-7211. And remember, you don't have to leave your name. So go ahead, do the right thing. Turn this guy in.